right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. As we're getting set for the third game of our triple header here today, we head to Baltimore. It'll be the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. The Raiders come in at 1-1, the Ravens at 0-2. So let's head down to Baltimore, and don't forget, we'll have baseball coming up at 7 o'clock Eastern tonight. It'll be game one of the Mariners and the Red Sox and game one between the Giants and the Braves. That's later on tonight. Raiders, Ravens, up next. Here we go. Got ahead of myself. Let me reset that. Now let's go. Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. It's the Raiders and the Ravens. To another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead has set the line. He's got the Raiders by 5.5. Evil Dead is 1-1 today. Overall, he's 12-9. Back up to 3 games over 500. There's the kickoff. The Ravens will get the ball first. Castilian from the 7-yard line over the 25. And Nate Castilian out to the 30-yard line. In his 7th year out of Notre Dame. And that's where the Ravens will get the ball first. Led by their starting quarterback, Key Harris, the rookie out of Grambling, their first-round draft pick. Matthew Albritton retired after only 5 seasons. Decided to call it quits. So the Ravens went out and drafted Key Harris. And Harris is pretty good with his feet as well. He's a scrambler. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Raiders at 1-1. The Ravens at 0-2. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Michael Pittman, who they picked up from the Bucks. And Michael Pittman a couple of yards. Here's the Ravens offense. Up front, Stone, Grubbs, Jones, Glass, and Arianis. And then it's Provost, Castilian, Pittman, Davis, and Burns. A gain of 5 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 5. Michael Pittman in his 10th year out of Oregon on the carry. Oregon now part of the Big Ten, along with Washington. And the offset eye on 2nd and 5. Harris to Pittman. And Michael Pittman, 2 yards out to the 37. Let's take a look at the Raiders' defense. The Raiders play a 4-3. Ryan Cripps, Watkins, and Smith up front. The linebackers, Gray, Smith, and Porter. And the secondary, McCorkle, Viceroy, Hunt, and Robinson. It'll be 3rd and 4, just a 1-yard carry on the previous play. Ravens at their own 37-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game. 3 receivers to the near side. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Throws, dumps it off to Davis. Down to the 41-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And a Raven first down. Wes Davis in his 2nd year out of Air Force. The tight end making the catch. He gets tackled immediately by Russell Smith, the 10th year linebacker out of Alabama. First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Harris under center. Harris fakes the handoff. Throws outside to Pittman down the sideline. Michael Pittman all the way out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Nice opening drive so far by the Ravens. They have it at midfield. 2nd and 1. 6:26 left to play. Here in the first quarter, no score. We have baseball later tonight at 7 Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific time. Right now it's 4:18 Eastern, 1:18 Pacific. 2nd and 1 from the 50-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris hands off to Pittman up the middle. He's got the first down to the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 and a Ravens first down. Michael Pittman. On the tackle, number 91, Brandon Ryan, the third-year defensive end out of Iowa State. We're coming up on 6 minutes left to play. Opening drive of the ball game here in the first quarter. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Pittman, and Michael Pittman to the 41. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Brandon Ryan again on the tackle. This is the third straight road game for the Raiders to start the season. We did that on purpose because when Madden 24 comes out, the Raiders could be in Vegas. I didn't want to play a game in Oakland until I knew. 2nd and 7 from the 41-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Harris rolls out. He's going to take off, and he gets all the way down to the 37-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. If week 3 ends before Madden 24 comes out, and there's a very good chance it will, because Madden 24 will not be in hand until a week from Friday, we'll put a hold on the NFL season until 24 comes out. 3rd and 3, Harris back, throws, dumps it off, almost intercepted. James Kingston, the 8th-year linebacker out of LSU, nearly picks it off. We'll complete week 3 and then hit pause and then check out Madden 24 to see if it's any count. It'll be 4th down. This would be a 54-yard field goal attempt by Rob Belton. He's going to try it from 54 yards to put the Ravens on the board first. Snap, kick is up. Oh, it's a bad kick. Oh, that is bad. That's beyond bad. That was a terrible kick. That was not even close. It was short and off to the left. I could have kicked it better than that. The Ravens come up empty on their opening drive. And now the Raiders will take over in pretty good field position. Their starting quarterback, Kevin Edwards, in his 12th year out of Army. In his 11th year with the Raiders. Raiders will take over at their own 44-yard line. 4:51 left to play here in the first quarter. In week 4, the Raiders are scheduled to host Pittsburgh. And if Madden 24 is any good, that game will be in Vegas. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Edwards fakes the handoff. Throws downfield, caught by Clymer, all the way down to the 45-yard line. Peyton Clymer, an 11-yard gain. The second-year receiver out of Tennessee. First down, Raiders. They're in Raven territory. 4:25 and counting here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the 45-yard line. In the I formation, Edwards hands off to Jenkins, and Don Jenkins escapes and gets down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. Don Jenkins in his 3rd year out of Indiana. First down, Raiders. The Raiders lost their opening game to the Chargers 36-28, but then they bounced back to beat Denver last week 20-17 to even their record at 1-1. The Ravens lost to the Falcons in week 1, and then they lost to the Browns last week at home. On 1st and 10, Orlando Cousins down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 yards, it'll be 2nd and 8. Fred Young, the linebacker, on the tackle. In his 11th year at Wake Forest. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 29-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun on 2nd down. Edwards back. Throws to the near side. Is picked off by Stevens. Wes Stevens down the sideline. He may go all the way. Finally tracked down and tackled by Kevin Edwards. Wes Stevens intercepts in his 6th year at a Texas Christian and brings it all the way back to the 32-yard line. He picked it off at the 25. A 43-yard return, and Kevin Edwards saves the touchdown by getting the tackle. First down, Baltimore, going the other way. On a bright sunny day in Baltimore, 72 degrees at kickoff. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Ravens now with a chance to take an early lead. Ravens come out. Key Harris under center. Harris hands off to Michael Pittman. And Pittman gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the tackle, number 21, Nathan Hewitt, the former Viking, in his 12th year out of USC. He spent 11 years with the Vikings, and now in his first season with the Raiders. It'll be 2nd and 11. They say now loss of a yard. Ravens at the Raider 32. 3 receivers to the far side. Harris in the shotgun. Harris hands off to Pittman. And Pittman's going to lose 2 yards back to the 34-yard line. They say officially a 1-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 12. Brandon Ryan on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Ravens. The Raiders defense stepping up after the interception. It'd be a 51-yard field goal from here. 3rd and 12. We're coming up on 2:20 left to play in the first quarter. Harris in the shotgun on 3rd down. Harris back. Harris gets sacked back at the 42-yard line. Robert Sutton on the tackle. I'm sorry, it was Robert Smith in his 14th year out of Oregon. It was number 96. It's a sack nonetheless. A loss of 8 yards. It'll be 4th and 20, and that puts the Ravens out of field goal range. 2 minutes and counting here in the first quarter. The Ravens are they're going to try it. Are you kidding me? A 59-yard field goal attempt. He missed it badly from 50. Well, that was better, but he still missed it. And we remain scoreless here in the first quarter. This hit the truncheon, the part that holds up the field goal. Raiders will take over, and they'll have some good field position here as the Ravens are a bit overconfident in the kicking game. The Raiders will have it at their own 49-yard line. 1:45 left to play. Here in the first quarter, no score. The Ravens could not capitalize off the interception. Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards hands off to Orlando Cousins, and Cousins down to the 47-yard line. The second year back out of Louisiana Tech. On the tackle, Isaac Young in his second year out of West Virginia. It'll be 2nd and 5. On second down, Edwards under center. Yeah, they probably think it's Tucker. You're right. Cousins up the middle to the 45, a gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Making the tackle, number 95. That's Clarence Terrell in his 6th year out of Michigan State. Under a minute left here in the first quarter. We have no score. On third down, Edwards back. Edwards throws to Clymer, and he can't hold on. Broken up by Eddie Colston, number 30, in his 9th year out of Colorado. And now Adrian Murphy gets the punt away, and that's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will take over. You feel better? Text your mom. Gracie's here with me. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi.
There you go. Evil Devils will now spell your name. It's the ceremonial spelling of the Gracie. 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line. No score with 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Harris in the shotgun. Pittman goes out in motion as a receiver. Harris back. Throws to Provost. John Provost out to the 14-yard line. In his 6th year out of Syracuse. A gain of 7 yards. Oh, you're driving. Okay. It'll be 2nd and 3. That's hardcore. Even when you're driving, you have me on. I call the games like I'm on radio, so I guess it's easy to follow along. 2nd and 3 from the 14. Harris to Pittman. He gets hit for a loss back to the 11-yard line, and that will end the first quarter. No score here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-1 Raiders, the 0-2 Ravens. We're scoreless as we start the second quarter. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 11-yard line for Baltimore. Clutch is still here. Good. I was hoping you were. I hadn't seen you post, so I wasn't sure. Clutch is clutch. Harris in the shotgun on 3rd down. Harris back. Throws downfield to Davis. Wes Davis all the way down to the 38-yard line. A gain of 27 yards. First down, Ravens. You're playing cornhole with your mom. I'm not going to touch that one with a 10-foot pole. I am not going to. If I didn't know what cornhole was, I would think impure thoughts. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The Jets did win. They hung on 22-14. On 1st and 10, Pittman up the middle. I know what it is, Clutch. I'm just messing with you, man. Cornhole is big around here. A 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. I mean, they have tournaments around here that pay big money here in Tennessee. They love cornhole here. 2nd and 9 from the 40-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff, throws downfield to Provost. Incomplete. That sounded so wrong. It'll be 3rd and 9. I would have fired the person who named that game and slapped the crap out of him. 3rd and 9 from the 40-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back, looking. Harris throws, caught by Pittman, wide open, all the way down to the Raider 35-yard line. A 25-yard gain on the pass to Michael Pittman. It'll be 1st down Ravens at the Raider 35. No, at the Smith County Fair the county fair that I was at a few weeks back, they have an annual cornhole tournament, and there was like 200 people plus showed up for that. It's huge. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Levi Gray, the linebacker, knocked it down in his 7th year out of Nebraska. They had to start the tournament at 7 in the morning with 200 people. It didn't end until like around 9 o'clock that night. But they paid pretty good money. 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. 6:25 left in the first half. 4 receivers set wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris looking, throws, dumps it off to Davis. And Wes Davis down to the 31-yard line. Again, of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6. I had never heard of cornhole until I moved back to Tennessee back in the late 90s. But it's huge around here. It really is. Some people have really fancy boards too. 5 receivers wide on 3rd and 6. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Throws. And it's caught by Burns. Touchdown. Ravens. A 31-yard touchdown catch by Lawrence Burns in his 4th year out of Oregon State. And Harris threw that one on a rope. The rookie quarterback out of Grambling. He threaded a needle. Oh no, Clutch is leaving us. Don't leave us, Clutch. We'll try. Yeah, I thought it was a movie. Rob Belton for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Ravens lead it 7-0 over the Raiders with 5:51 left to play. Here in the second quarter, we're live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. And Baltimore has taken a 7-0 lead. The Lions beat the Rams earlier, and the Jets beat the Patriots, the 2 games before this one. They're both in the video section if you want to check it out. We'll have baseball tonight starting at 7 Eastern. Going to finish up with the cornhole. All right. They really need to rename that game. Kyle Richardson will kick off. Fielded by Cousins at the 4-yard line over the 20-25. And Cousins brings it out to the 29-yard line. First down, Raiders. with 5:47 left here in the first half. Kevin Edwards will come back out to lead the offense. On a bright sunny afternoon in Baltimore, Maryland. More like bag the hole. I don't know if that's much better. Raiders will have it at their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10. In the I formation. Edwards fakes the handoff, rolls out, and a flag is down, and Christian West, the linebacker, makes the tackle back at the line of scrimmage. I think this one's coming back.
Holding offense.
Holding on the Raiders. Devin Barletta, the right tackle.
Still first down.
It'll be 1st and 20 for the Raiders, back at the 19-yard line. Baltimore up 7-0. 5:40 left in the second quarter. On 1st and 20, 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards fakes the handoff, throws downfield, caught by Taylor, down to the 34-yard line. Be a gain of 15 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. Matt Taylor, the former Buffalo Bill in his 12th year out of Kentucky, making the catch. Matt Taylor spent 11 years with the Bills, now in his first year with the Raiders. On 2nd and 5, Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Cousins. He gets stacked up. No gain. On the tackle, number 51, Christian West, the 7th-year linebacker out of USC. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Big 3rd down for Oakland right here. 4:35 and counting in the first half. 3 receivers to the far side. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Throws downfield. Caught by Clymer. And Peyton Clymer out to the 45. A gain of 11. First down Raiders. Clock continues to move. 4:15 and counting. Here in the first half. Ravens up 7-0. The Raiders will finally be home next week against the Steelers. It'll be either in Oakland or Vegas, depending on how good Madden 24 is. 1st and 10 from the 45. Edwards play action. Throws downfield. Caught by Siegel. Down to the 29-yard line. Jason Siegel, a 26-yard gain, all the way down to the Raven 29-yard line. In his 9th year out of Tulsa. The Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Raiders now into Baltimore territory in field goal range. Down 7-0. 3:35 and counting here in the half. Edwards with 4 receivers set wide. Takes the snap. Hands off to Jenkins. And Don Jenkins down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Cyrus Potts, the rookie linebacker out of Louisiana Tech, on the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Edwards under center. Fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Oh, he had a man open. Incomplete. He had Levi Crossland wide open in the end zone, and he missed him. And that will bring up 3rd and 4. That'll stop the clock with 3 minutes left here in the first half. 3rd and 4 from the Raven 24-yard line. 5 receivers set wide. Empty backfield. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Dumps it off to Barnett. Down to the 20-yard line. Bryce Barnett, the second-year tight end. It's a gain of 3.5. It'll be 4th and inches. I'd be tempted to go for it here. The Raiders will probably kick a field goal. Juan Harvell. This will be from 37 yards to put the Raiders on the board. The kick is up, and it's good. So the Raiders are on the board. The Ravens still lead it 7-3. 2:28 left to play. We're in the first half. Live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland, Week 3, here at Jammin' Sports. We'll have more football for you tomorrow as we look at the schedule. We've got the 49ers and the Falcons, and then the Seahawks and the Buccaneers. That'll be tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. There's the kick. Fielded by Stewart. He'll take a knee. It'll be a touchback. And the Ravens will have it at the 25-yard line. Key Harris, the rookie out of Grambling. Some first half highlights. There's the touchdown to Lawrence Burns. And the pass to Wes Davis. And now the touchdown to Burns again. Ravens up 7-3, 2:28 left. Here in the first half, we're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Clutch was in the room. I don't know where he is now. He's out jet skiing, he says. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Harris to Michael Pittman up the middle. And Pittman gets 3 yards out to the 28-yard line. On the tackle, number 91, Brandon Ryan. Ryan's been everywhere here in the first half. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. And that will probably bring us to the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if they get the playoff in time. 2nd and 7 from the 28. And they do not. We hit the 2-minute warning. Ravens up 7-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 3. The 1-1 Raiders, the 0-2 Ravens. Ravens up 7-3 with 2 minutes left in the first half. We have baseball coming up at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back to throw. Throws downfield. It's caught by Provost. John Provost all the way out to the 50-yard line. A 22-yard gain. First down Ravens. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Neither team taken one yet. Provost on the catch in his 6th year out of Syracuse. Nathan Hewitt made the tackle for the Raiders. 1:40 and counting. 1st and 10 from midfield. 4 receivers set wide. Harris in the gun. Harris draws back. Throws underneath to Davis. And he can't hold on. Incomplete. James Kingston, the linebacker, broke it up in his 8th year out of LSU. Wes Davis, the tight end, the intended receiver. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens at the 50-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back. Harris looking. Throws outside, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 1:19 left here in the first half. 3rd and 10 from the 50-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back, throws underneath, incomplete. It's knocked down by Chris Viceroy, the 12th-year safety out of Connecticut. It'll be 4th down, and the Ravens drive stalls out at midfield. They're going to have to punt. Earlier this afternoon, the Lions beat the Rams 24-10. And then right before this game, the Jets beat the Patriots 22-14. Both those games are in our video section if you want to check it out. Richardson back to punt on 4th down. And that's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. The Raiders still have all 3 of their timeouts, 1:12 to work with until halftime. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 25. Three receivers to the far side. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards hands off to Orlando Cousins. And Cousins a yard to the 26. Raiders in the hurry up. Coming up on 1 minute left in the half. Edwards in the shotgun. Back to throw. He gets sacked back at the 18-yard line. That'll be an 8-yard sack. It'll bring up 3rd and 17. I didn't see who made the sack. I'll have to watch the replay. It's 3rd and long for the Raiders. 3rd and 17 back at the 18-yard line. The sack was made by number 92. That's Kevin Riddick in his 6th year out of Dayton. I watched it on my laptop. There's a delay. It'll be 3rd and 17 at the 18-yard line. They have to get out to the 35 for a 1st down. Edwards under center. 55 seconds left in the half. Barnett in motion. Edwards to Cousins. He gets tripped up. He only gets a 3-yard gain. And the Ravens take a timeout. They want the ball back. It'll be 4th and 14 at the 21-yard line. The Ravens take a timeout. They have 1 left. 51 seconds left until halftime. The Ravens are 0-2, but they're playing tough today. They lost to the Falcons by 4, and they lost to the Browns by 3. That's how close the Ravens' games have been. They could just as easily be 2-0. 2 heartbreaking losses. Murphy back to punt. Adrian Murphy. Fielded by Stewart at the 26. Dwayne Stewart, in his 3rd year out of Air Force, brings it back to the 38-yard line. First and 10 for the Ravens with 43 seconds left to play. We're in the first half, live from Baltimore. First and 10 from the 38-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff, throws downfield deep. He's got a man, Taylor. And Taylor, 1 man to beat. He's in for the touchdown. 62 yards to Maurice Taylor, the 3rd-year receiver out of Oregon State. And the Ravens go up 13-3. Wow. What a play by Maurice Taylor. A perfect throw by Key Harris. Caught him on the dead run. And now the Ravens will come on for the extra point. Rob Belton for the PAT. It's up. And it's good. And the Ravens take a 2-possession lead. 14-3. With 35 seconds left to play. We're live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. And the Ravens lead it 14-3. Kyle Richardson will kick off for Baltimore. Up by 11. And there's the kickoff. Fielded by Cousins at the 4-yard line over the 20-25. Orlando Cousins out to the 27-yard line. And that's where the Raiders will take over with 31 seconds left here in the first half. Not much the Raiders can do in 31 seconds. They have 3 timeouts. Maybe they might be able to get into field goal range. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. In the I formation. Edwards hands off to Don Jenkins. And Jenkins gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Neither team taking a timeout. They may be content to go to the locker room with the score as is. Six seconds left until halftime. It'll be 2nd and 10. Will they get the playoff in time? Yes, they do. Edwards to Cousins. Not much. We go to halftime. Your halftime score, Baltimore 14, the Raiders 3. Here at Jammin' Sports. To M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. The Baltimore Ravens lead the Oakland Raiders 14-3 as we get set for the second half. The Ravens come in at 0-2, the Raiders at 1-1. Ravens looking for their first win of the season. Like I said before, the Ravens lost to the Falcons by 4, and they lost to the Browns by 3. A couple of heartbreaking losses. The Raiders will get the second half kickoff. Kyle Richardson kicks off. Fielded by Cousins at the 8-yard line over the 25. Orlando Cousins out to the 31-yard line. And that's where the Raiders will take over, 1st and 10. As we start the third quarter. Ravens up by 11. Raiders coming off the win at Denver last week, 20-17. Third straight Raider road game to start the season. 5 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Throws underneath to Siegel. Out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 8 yards to the 9th-year tight end out of Tulsa, Jason Siegel. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. The third game of our triple header on this Saturday afternoon. On 2nd and 2 from the 39, Edwards to Jenkins, and Jenkins, no gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Third and 2 for the Raiders at their own 39-yard line. In the I formation, Edwards to Jenkins up the middle, and Jenkins all the way down to the 47-yard line. A gain of 14 yards to Don Jenkins, the third-year back out of Indiana, and a Raider first down. That'll move the chains. First down, Raiders. 6:45 and counting here in the third quarter. On 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line, Edwards back. Throws underneath to Cousins. Out to the 45-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Just a 2-yard gain on the play. On the tackle, number 57, Cyrus Potts, the rookie out of Louisiana Tech, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line. Raiders come out. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards under center. Edwards drops back, throws downfield, caught by Taylor, down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a Raider first down. Matt Taylor, in his 12th year out of Kentucky, makes the catch. Wes Stevens on the tackle. For Baltimore, the Raiders on the move, trying to make it a one-possession game. Down to the Raven 30-yard line, 1st and 10. 5:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Ravens up 14-3. Kevin Edwards, the quarterback, under center to Cousins, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 11. Officially a loss of a yard. .5:20 and counting here in the third quarter. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Raiders. Raiders come out, 4 receivers set wide. Edwards under center. Edwards to Cousins up the middle, and Orlando Cousins out to the 26-yard line. A gain of 4, it'll bring up 3rd and 6. On 3rd and 6, Edwards back. Throws downfield, caught by Taylor. And Matt Taylor all the way down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 12 and a Raider first down. Oakland trying to make it a one-possession game on this drive. Christian West, the linebacker, on the tackle. .420 and counting. We're in the third quarter. Ravens up 14-3. Edwards with 4 receivers set wide. Under center. Hands off to Cousins up the middle. Orlando Cousins down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 1. On the tackle, Craig Campbell, the second-year defensive back out of North Carolina. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Under 4 minutes left now in the third quarter. Edwards in the shotgun. Jenkins goes out in motion. Edwards takes the snap, throws underneath to Siegel, and Jason Siegel down to the 6. That'll be a gain of 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. .320 and counting. It's a long drive by the Raiders here in the third quarter. 3rd and 2 from the 6-yard line. Big third down. Edwards will drop back. Looks to the end zone. Rolls out. In trouble. He's going to take off and take it himself. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run by Kevin Edwards. He scrambled around, saw an opening, and took it himself for the touchdown. And the Raiders have made it a one-possession game, 14-9. They'll probably go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. I would imagine they would. They'll line up for the 2-point conversion here. 3:03 left to play in the third quarter. Ravens up 14-9. Now the 2-point conversion attempt. Edwards under center. 3-step drop. Throws outside. And the 2-point conversion's good. It's caught by Rod Pearson, the rookie tight end out of Kansas, in the back side of the end zone. And the Raiders have made it a 3-point game. He dragged the toe. That's a good catch. They might review that, but the 2-point conversion's good. The rookie out of Kansas with a big catch. It's now 14-11 in favor of the Ravens, excuse me. And now Adrian Murphy will kick off. Baltimore up 14-11. Kickoff by Murphy. Fielded by Stewart, 3 yards deep, brings it out over the 15, 20, 25, out to the 27-yard line. Ravens find themselves up by just 3 now, 14-11, with 2:59 left to play in the third quarter. Ravens looking for their first win of the season. I know the Raiders play the Steelers next week. Never did check out who the Ravens play. I'll tell you in a second. 1st and 10 in the I formation. Harris to Pittman around the outside, and Michael Pittman to the 30-yard line, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Next week, the Ravens. So I'm looking at the schedule here. Will be at Buffalo. On 2nd and 7 from the 30-yard line. In the offset I. Harris hands off to Michael Pittman. And he gets tackled for a 2-yard loss. Back to the 28-yard line. Brandon Ryan made the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. Ravens lead it 14-11 in a tight ball game. Raiders lost to the Chargers in week 1 and then beat the Broncos last week to get to 1-1. 3rd and 8 from the 28-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Throws downfield. It's knocked down. Incomplete. Breaking up the pass, Russell Smith in his 10th year out of Alabama. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens are going to have to punt. The Raiders have forced a 3-and-out on Baltimore and will get the ball back. The intended receiver was Wes Davis, the tight end. It'll bring up 4th and 8. Back to punt, Kyle Richardson gets the punt away. Fielded by East at the 25-yard line. And East brings it out to the 40-yard line. 1st down, Raiders. James East, who they picked up from the Giants during the offseason. The wide receiver in his 11th year out of North Carolina. Spent 10 years with the Giants. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. The Raiders now, they can tie it up or take the lead on this drive. 1:48 left here in the 3rd quarter. Ravens holding on to a slim 3-point lead. Raiders come out, 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Siegel in motion. Edwards gets sacked back at the 33-yard line. A loss of 7 yards. Kevin Riddick on the tackle in his 6th year out of Dayton. Officially now a 7-yard loss. Will be 2nd and 17. We'll have baseball later. When this game's over, we'll take a break. And then baseball will be on at 7 o'clock Eastern time. A little under 2 hours from now. On 2nd and 17. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Orlando Cousins. And Cousins back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. On the tackle, number 55, Casey Bullock, in his 17th year out of Arizona State. It'll bring up 3rd and 17 for the Raiders. 1 minute and counting. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Throws downfield, caught by Taylor to the 49-yard line. A gain of 16 yards and a Raider 1st down. Coming up on 30 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Raiders now at the Raven 49-yard line. Edwards back. Throws underneath to Siegel. All the way down to the 38-yard line. A gain of 11. Another Raider 1st down to the big tight end, Jason Siegel. And that might do it for the 3rd quarter. The clock is winding down. As we watch the replay. And that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Ravens up 14-11 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland, Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. The Ravens and the Raiders. Ravens lead at 14-11 as we start the 4th and final quarter. The Raiders with the ball, 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 38-yard line. The Raiders can tie it up with a field goal or take the lead if they can get a touchdown. 1st and 10, 4 receivers wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Steps up, throws, dumps it off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. We'll start the Major League Baseball Division playoffs tonight at 7 Eastern. It'll be game 1 between Seattle and Boston. And it'll be game 1 between the Giants and the Braves. That's our doubleheader baseball, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific time. 2nd and 1. Edwards, 3-step drop. He got hit as he threw, incomplete. And that will bring up 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line. We had basketball this morning, NFL this afternoon, and we have baseball tonight. Edwards on 3rd down from the Raven 29. He'll hand off to Cousins. He's got the first down. Orlando Cousins, a 3-yard gain down to the 26-yard line. First down Raiders. That'll move the chains. 7-12 and counting here in regulation. Ravens up by 3, 14-11. The Raiders trying to get to 2-1. The Ravens trying to win their first game of the season. They're 0-2 coming in. On 1st and 10, Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards drops back, throws downfield, incomplete. He tried to hit Jason Sigel, and Wes Stevens, the defensive back, broke it up. And that'll stop the clock with 6:52 left here in the 4th quarter. Be 2nd and 10 at the Raven 26. Raiders come out in the shotgun. Edwards in the gun. Takes the snap, looks downfield, throws to Cousins outside, out to the 23-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Cyrus Potts, the linebacker, on the tackle. A big 3rd down coming up for the Raiders. The Raiders are in field goal range. At the very least, they can tie this game up. Six and a half minutes left in regulation. 3rd and 7. The Raiders have it at the Raven 23-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards drops back, throws downfield, caught by Siegel, down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 12 yards and a Raider first down. His go-to target, Jason Siegel, the tight end. The Raiders knocking at the door. They're at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Coming up on 6 minutes left to play. On 1st and 10. Raiders in the I formation. Edwards fakes the handoff. Rolls out. Edwards looking. He's going to take off. And is he in? No, he's out at the 1-yard line. He stepped out before he put the ball across. His right foot stepped out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and inches. They can actually get a first down at about the half-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 5:45 left to play. Raiders trying to retake the lead. Fred Young made the tackle. He stepped out of bounds right there and kicked the pylon before he went over the goal line. From the 1-yard line, in the I formation, Edwards fakes the handoff, throws to the back of the end zone to Barnett. Touchdown, Raiders! A 1-yard touchdown catch by Bryce Barnett, the second-year tight end out of Marshall. And the Raiders retake the lead, 17-14. with 5:33 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Raiders find themselves up by 3. They'll kick the extra point. Juan Harvell. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead at 18-14, a 4-point lead with 5:33 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. Baseball coming up at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. The American League Division Series Game 1 between the Mariners and the Red Sox. And the National League Division Series Game 1 between the Giants and the Braves. That's coming up tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Adrian Murphy will kick off. The Raiders up by 4. Fielded by Stewart at the 5-yard line over the 20-25. And Dwayne Stewart out to the 28. 5:29 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Raiders with a 4-point lead. Plenty of time for Baltimore, but they need a touchdown. They're down by 4. First and 10 from the 28. Ravens come out, 4 receivers set wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff inside, throws downfield. It's caught by Provost all the way down to the 46-yard line. A 26-yard gain to John Provost. First down, Baltimore at the Raider 46-yard line. It's been a pretty good game. This game's gone back and forth all day. Perfect pass by Harris. Chris Viceroy tried to knock it down. He couldn't get to it. First and 10 from the 46. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. 4 receivers set wide. Harris in the gun on first and 10. Harris will drop back. Throws underneath to Pittman. And Michael Pittman to the 44-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the tackle, Russell Smith. In his 10th year out of Alabama. It'll be 2nd down. Meanwhile, the clock is rolling. 4:44 and counting. Raiders up 18-14. Baltimore down to the Raider 44-yard line, 2nd and 8. 5 receivers set wide. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Looking, throws to Pittman. Incomplete. Pittman can't hold on. Eldon McCorkle, the defensive back, making the play in his 6th year out of Syracuse. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. 4:26 left. 5 receivers set wide. Harris in the shotgun, empty backfield. Harris will drop back. Throws downfield. He's got a man wide open. Taylor, touchdown. Ravens. Maurice Taylor, 44 yards. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens retake the lead, 20-18. Maurice Taylor, in his 3rd year out of Oregon State. 44 yards and the touchdown. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Boy, what a football game this has been. Rob Belton for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. And the Ravens are up by 3, 21-18. 4:20 left to play in regulation. Live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. Now the Raiders have to come back. Plenty of time, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Once again, next week, the Raiders will host Pittsburgh, and the Ravens next week will be at Buffalo. Baltimore will kick off. Kyle Richardson will kick. It'll be fielded by Cousins 3 yards deep over the 15, 20, 25. Orlando Cousins out to the 28-yard line. 4:16 remaining. Baltimore up by 3 as Kevin Edwards comes back out to lead the Raiders offense. His numbers on the day. It's been a good one. Plenty of time left. 4:16. On 1st and 10, the Raiders come out with 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Throws down the middle to Siegel. Down to the 37-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. He's been the go-to guy today, Jason Siegel. 6 receptions for 73 yards. Christian West made the tackle for the Ravens. 2nd and 1 from the 37-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards fakes the handoff. Throws downfield, caught by Cousins, no, incomplete. Broken up by the linebacker, Fred Young, the former Seahawk, in his 11th year out of Wake Forest. Fred Young spent 9 years with Seattle, now in his 2nd year with the Ravens. It'll be 3rd and 1. Raiders at their own 37-yard line. 3:44 left to play. They're in the I formation. Fakes the handoff, throws, wide open, Siegel, down the sideline, down to the 39-yard line. A 24-yard gain to Jason Siegel, down to the Ravens' 39-yard line. Wes Stevens on the tackle. First down Raiders. They're in Baltimore territory, down by 3. Trying to retake the lead on this drive. It's been a great game. First and 10 from the Raven 39. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards will drop back. Steps up. Throws deep. Wide open. James East. All the way down to the 9-yard line. A 30-yard gain to James East, the former Giant. The 11th year receiver out of North Carolina. The free agent acquisition from the Giants. 30 yards. It'll be 1st and goal Raiders at the Raven 9-yard line. Under 3 minutes to play in regulation. The Ravens up by 3, 21-18. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. In the I formation. Edwards to Jenkins, and Don Jenkins a yard down to the 8-yard line. Wes Stevens on the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. I don't know. He's a great receiver. 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards back. Throws, dumps it off, incomplete. Jenkins couldn't hold on. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 2:12 left because they're dumb. Well, the Giants are 2-0. They must be doing something right. I made the Giants-Jaguars game the Sunday night game. They're both 2-0. I figured, why not? Let's put the Jaguars in prime time. Third and goal from the 8-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Throws downfield to Clausland. Touchdown, Raiders. An 8-yard touchdown catch by Levi Crosland, the rookie out of Virginia. Of course the Raiders draft receivers. They always draft wide receivers. But it pays off right there. Crosland with a touchdown. And the Raiders retake the lead, 24-21. And now Juan Harvell for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Ravens are now trailing by 4. Raiders up 25-21. 2:09 left to play. It's a 4-point Raider lead. This game, especially in the second half, going back and forth. We'll have baseball in about an hour and a half from now at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Yep, you need a deuce. You said Raiders by 6, right? Yep, you need the Raiders to score at least 2 more points. A safety would be nice. Or a field goal. You said 5.5, that's right. Murphy will kick off. Fielded by Castilian. Out over the 25, 30, out to the 31-yard line. Nate Castilian in his 7th year out of Notre Dame. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left. We'll have one play and then the 2-minute warning. Harris having a pretty good day. 3 touchdown passes. Evil Dead needs a turnover. Raiders up by 4, 25-21. We'll have the 2-minute warning right after this. 1st and 10. Harris under center. Drops back to throw. Looks downfield. It's caught by Taylor as we hit the 2-minute warning. Raiders up 25-21 here at Chapman Sports. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 3 here at Chapman Sports. The 1-1 Raiders, the 0-2 Ravens. Raiders lead at 25-21 at the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 Ravens at their own 43. Harris back. Harris looking. He's going to take off. And he gets down to the 47-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Ravens in the hurry up. They got to get the receivers back. Harris in the shotgun. Harris back. Throws downfield, it's incomplete. And that will bring up 3rd and 7. And that'll stop the clock with 1:36 left. We're in the 4th quarter. Raiders up by 4, 25-21. A 1:36 left. 4 receivers set wide. Harris in the gun. Harris throws downfield. It's nearly picked off. Incomplete. Breaking it up, Russell Smith, the linebacker. It'll be 4th and 7. Ravens at their own 47-yard line. They got to go for it. They're down by 4 with 1:33 left. It's a big 4th down coming up. Wes Davis, the tight end, was the intended receiver. 4th and 7. Four receivers spread wide. Harris in the shotgun on 4th down. Harris back, looking, throws to the near side, caught by Provost, down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 14 yards and a Raven 1st down. Down to the Raider 39-yard line. Harris in the shotgun on first down. Throws. Caught by Taylor. Inside the 20. Taylor in for the touchdown. Maurice Taylor, his third touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have taken the lead 27-25. What a game this has turned out to be. Maurice Taylor in his third year out of Oregon State. And that's a 39-yard touchdown. Rob Belton for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. The Ravens lead by 3, 28-25, with 1:10 left. Plenty of time for the Raiders. They have 3 timeouts. And the Raiders, all they need is a field goal. Wow, what a game. It's gone back and forth. Evil Dead's hoping the Raiders tie it up and force overtime, and then win by a touchdown in overtime. He took the Raiders minus 5.5. Kyle Richardson will kick off. This will be fielded by Cousins 3 yards deep over the 20, 25. Orlando Cousins, a flag is down. This may be coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Mike Douglas, the linebacker.
Automatic first down.
1st and 10 Raiders. They'll start from their own 18-yard line. 1:06 left. They have 3 timeouts. They're down by 3. All they need is a field goal. They can force overtime. Four receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back, dumps it off to Siegel. Out to the 20-yard line. Just a gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3 receivers to the near side. Under a minute to play. And a flag is down. And I think the Ravens jumped. On Ben Owens. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line. 52 seconds left. The Raiders have to get into field goal range. They still have all 3 of their timeouts. Ravens up 28-25. Ravens trying to score the upset. Raiders with 3 receivers to the near side. Edwards in the shotgun on 2nd down. Edwards back. Throws down the middle to Siegel. A fumble, and the Ravens pick it up. Jason Siegel coughed it up. He had the first down, and he fumbles the game away. He might have been down. They might review this. Was he down? I think his knee is down. This might be Raider football. Let's see if they review it. I don't see a review so far. It looks like it's going to stand. 46 seconds left. Now the Raiders, they have to use their timeouts. And hold the Ravens to a field goal. 1st and 10 in the I formation. Harris to Michael Pittman. Down to the 34-yard line. A gain of 3. The Raiders take a timeout with 42 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts left. It'll be 2nd and 7. I don't think Evil Dead's going to get this one right. He's going to fall to 12 and 10. Still 2 games over 500. Your Evil Dead's currently 12-9. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Ravens at the Raider 34-yard line. 42 seconds left. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Or no, I'm sorry, Harris under center. Hands off to Pittman to the 35-yard line. A loss of a yard. The Raiders take a timeout. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. 39 seconds left. The Raiders have one more timeout. If the Ravens get a first down, the game's over. Ravens trying to hold on and get their first win of the season. It would drop the Raiders to 1-2 if they lose. It'll be 3rd down. .39 seconds left. In the I formation. Harris hands off to Michael Pittman. And Pittman gets stood up. And the Raiders take their final timeout. The Ravens will come on out and they'll try a 52-yard field goal. It'll put them up by 6. Rob Belton will come on. The Raiders will get the ball back with one more shot, but not a whole lot of time. And they won't have any timeouts. Belton missed badly earlier from 50. I don't think he's got the leg for this. From 51 yards. Snap, kick is up. And he missed it. Off to the left. It was long enough, but it was wide left. And now the Raiders will get great field position. And the Raiders are only down by 3. Keep that in mind. And they get the ball at the 41-yard line. The Raiders only have to go about 30 yards to get in the field goal range. However, the Raiders have no timeouts. They've got to get down there in a hurry and spike it. Out patterns. If they throw down the middle, you got time to get down there and spike it. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. They can still force overtime with a field goal. Edwards in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Edwards back, throws downfield, and it's incomplete. Knocked away by Craig Campbell, number 27, in his 2nd year out of North Carolina. It'll be 2nd and 10, 26 seconds left. The Raiders just have to get in the field goal range. That ball kind of hung up there. On 2nd and 10. Empty backfield. 5 receivers wide. Edwards throws. And it's caught by Crosland. They got to get down there and spike it all the way down to the 20-yard line. Raiders in the hurry up. They're in field goal range. They got to spike it. Edwards under center. 8 seconds. Will spike it with 7 seconds left. Crosland with an incredible catch all the way down to the 20-yard line. Levi Crosland, the rookie out of Virginia. And now Juan Harvell will come on out. 37 yards. And the Ravens want to ice him to force overtime. Wow. That was something else. That was a 39-yard catch by Levi Crosland down to the 20-yard line to set up the Raiders with a field goal attempt. 7 seconds left. They can tie it up. This will be a 37-yard attempt by Juan Harvell, the 3rd-year kicker out of Indiana. For the tie. Snap, kick is up. And Harville's kick is good. We're tied at 28 with 3 seconds left. We could be headed to overtime. Harville nails it. Just like the other day with Dallas and New England. You need the toss. Unless the Ravens return this for a touchdown. We'll have the kickoff. And then we'll head to overtime. Here in Baltimore. M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. Ravens and Raiders tied at 28. Adrian Murphy will kick off for the Raiders with 3 seconds left. There's the kick. Out over the 20, 25. Out to the 32-yard line. We're headed to overtime. We're live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 3 here at Jammin' Sports. Let's see who wins the toss. The Ravens have won the toss. And they will elect to receive. So the Ravens can win the game on this opening drive if they get a touchdown. If not, the Raiders will get the ball. Been a great ball game. We're tied at 28 as we start the overtime. Murphy will kick off. Fielded by Stewart at the 7-yard line over the 20, 25. And Dwayne Stewart brings it out to the 33-yard line. First down Ravens as we start the first overtime. Here at Jammin' Sports, we don't have ties. We'll keep playing no matter how many overtimes it takes. Now, we have never had a 3-overtime game. We've come close a couple of seasons ago. We've had double overtime, but we've never had triple. First and 10 from the 33-yard line. In the offset eye. Harris under center. Fakes the handoff. Harris throws, dumps it off to Davis. Down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. 7:40 and counting in the first overtime. We'll have baseball in an hour and 15 minutes from now at 7 o'clock Eastern time, 4 o'clock Pacific. This game running long. This game is running into my dinner time. 2nd and 8 from the 35-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Harris under center. Harris to Pittman. And Michael Pittman out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Making the tackle, Ben Porter, the third-year linebacker out of Alabama. Big third down for the Ravens. 3rd and 3 from their own 40-yard line. Opening drive of overtime. Harris under center. Harris to Pittman, and Pittman gets stacked up. And he does not get the first down, just a 2-yard gain on the tackle, Russell Smith. It'll be 4th down, and the Ravens are going to have to punt. And as soon as the Raiders get the ball, we'll be in sudden death. Kyle Richardson back to punt. It's bobbled, and he gets it away barely. And that's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. The Raiders will get it at their own 20-yard line. with 6:28 left in the first overtime. We're now in sudden death. The next score wins. It doesn't matter who or how. The Raiders can win it with a field goal. We're in sudden death overtime. Sudden life. I like sudden death better. It sounds more dramatic. Sudden death overtime. In the I formation, Edwards under center. Hands off, no play action, looking. Throws downfield, caught by Siegel. Jason Siegel all the way down to the 49-yard line. A 29-yard gain by the Raiders. Siegel having a big day, well over 100 yards. What you want, Evil Dead, is for the Raiders to score a touchdown and win by 6. You don't want them kicking the field goal to win it. You want a touchdown here. Raiders at their own 49. However, a field goal wins it for the Raiders. They know they don't have to get the touchdown. However, you never know. Receiver could break loose. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Edwards pump fakes, throws, incomplete. That was a timing pattern that was mistimed. Peyton Clymer, the intended receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10. Evil Dead predicted the Raiders by 5.5. He's hoping they get a touchdown here to cover the spread. 2nd and 10 from the 49. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards under center. On 2nd down. Edwards back. Throws downfield. Caught. No, incomplete. Oh my goodness. Had Clymer caught that, that would have been a touchdown. Wes Stevens knocks it away. The defensive back. It'll be 3rd and 10. Had Clymer caught that, that would have been ball game. He would have turned upfield and got the touchdown. .6:11 left in the first overtime. 3rd and 10 for the Raiders at their own 49. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards drops back. Dumps it off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins out to the 42-yard line. He's going to be shy of the first down. A gain of 9. It'll be 4th and 1. This would be a 59-yard field goal. Don't try it. Punt. The smart thing here is to punt. You're not going to make a 59-yard field goal. Adrian Murphy back to punt. Gets the punt away. It's out of bounds at the 26. A bad punt. Oh my goodness. A 23-yard punt. He shanked that one. Key Harris, he's had a great day. Look at that. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. We're tied at 28 in overtime. Yeah, the Ravens probably would have. 4:53 left in the first overtime. Now, we've only had 6 double overtime games in our history. Number 7 could be today. In the I formation, Harris, play action, takes off, and Harris all the way out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Yeah, his name is Key Harris. That's what NCAA 12 named him when I brought him over. I don't know. 2nd and 1 from the 35. 3 receivers to the near side. Harris and under center. Harris, play action, throws, gets it to Provost. Down the sideline, and Provost all the way down to the 40-yard line. A 25-yard gain to John Provost. Remember now, we're in sudden death. A field goal can win it for the Ravens. It is a weird name, Key Harris. The Ravens almost in field goal range. They need about 10 more yards. 4:45 left in the overtime. 1st and 10 from the Raiders' 40-yard line. Harris hands off to Michael Pittman. Pittman to the 37-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Levi Gray on the tackle for the Raiders. This would be a 54-yard field goal now. 4:20 and counting. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Michael Pittman, and he's got the first down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. No, his sister's name is Locke. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. I didn't say that. The Ravens are now in field goal range. 1st and 10 from the Raider 29. 3:45 and counting in the overtime. In the offset eye, Harris to Michael Pittman. And Pittman a yard out to the 28. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'd be a 45-yard field goal from here. Three and a half minutes left. Looks like the Ravens might pull this out and get their first win of the season. If they do, the Raiders drop to 1-2. On 2nd and 9 from the 28. In the offset eye, Harris to Pittman, and Michael Pittman down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Now it would be a 40-yard field goal. We're coming up on the 3-minute mark in the first overtime. We'll have baseball in about an hour and 5 minutes from now. At 7 Eastern. In the I formation on 3rd and 3. Harris to Castilian. He's got the first down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 11. If you're the Ravens, go ahead and kick it now. I would. It'd be a 31-yard field goal attempt. Kick the field goal now. Win the game. 2.5 minutes left in the overtime. And they're going to take my advice. Rob Belton from 31, and the Raiders take a timeout. They're going to try to ice him. If he makes it, the Ravens will be 1-2, and the Raiders will drop to 1-2. Appreciate that. Evil Dead. Evil Dead's going to drop to 12-10. 2 games over 500. He got 1 of 3 right today. Baseball in just over an hour. Yep, Jets won. From 31 yards, Rob Belton. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. And the Ravens win in overtime. Your final score, the Ravens 31, the Raiders 28. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll be back in about an hour with baseball. We'll see you then.